Hello and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. They said do the bell first, so let's do it. All right. So I'm going to read for Ophiuchus energies today. Whether that's you, someone you're interested in, or you just love watching all the readings because you know there's always something of value. Let's see what's coming out in these energies for Ophiuchus. Starting with the Universe Has Your Back Oracle. So let's see, what do we have? They're showing me to layer the 7-card Gypsy. So in the past, energy, what do we have in the past for Ophiuchus? I recognize that I have chosen fear and I choose again. I choose love. So something you were in fear of, you had to reconsider that, and you chose power when you chose love. Okay, in the current energy for Ophiuchus, what do we have? In the current energy for Ophiuchus, it says, the more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. I see that fear is not able to hold you down anymore. Like that hummingbird, you're so in tune with your heart. It's beating really fast, and you're able to move and maneuver very strategically in ways that many are not able to. And I'm hearing it's because your attunement to the energy of love. What's the hidden blessing for Ophiuchus, please? Hidden blessing, thank you. Oneness is my nature. Ophiuchus, you recognize that you are connected to all that is, was, will be, or could be. You know that you're uniquely individual, yet simultaneously connected to all that is. You realize that the things that you do has an effect on the energies surrounding you, on the individuals and the experiences surrounding you. Let me see the challenge that you're facing at this time. What's the current challenge? You're prepared for this challenge, but what is the challenge? Yeah, I'm hearing everything that led you up to this moment is prepared you for this. And it has prepared you for this because the universe has your back. Your challenge is to let the universe show up now. Yeah, but because you've had so many different ways in which the universe has, you have confidence about this. Let me see the energy of who is it or what is in your environment. My vibes speak louder than my words. You have a very powerful energy in your environment, somebody whose vibes can shift the balance. You know, if they're feeling dark, the darkness spreads. If they're feeling light, the light spreads. A very powerful, energetic being. Let me see what's the guidance for you in this. Okay, we're going to take the one that's in my hand. The guidance for you is, I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. So regardless of where the other person is feeling, you're starting to see them through the eyes of the oneness that you are aware of right now, even recognizing where they could be reflecting some of your own energy back to you. Let me see the outcome energies here for Ophiuchus, please. And it says the universe works fast when I'm having fun. So I just see like you're going to play off of that. As you realize that somebody's reflecting energy back to you, I see you making an empowered decision on what energy you're throwing for them to work with. So that's really cool because you're deciding to throw fun that way. The bottom of the deck says attack, pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation are merely calls for help, which is confirming to me that you are seeing the reflection in another of your own energy. And this is the energy it looks like that you were sending them. You were sending them attack, pain, fear, judgment, and separation, seeing them as other than you. But as soon as you start to realize that we're all reflecting each other's energy back to one another in one way or another, whether it's light or a shadow, this helps you to navigate it. It empowers you to have more influence in yourself as well as in your environment. And anything that doesn't want to doesn't want to meet you in the same vibration will sort of vibrate away. This is just the way vibration works, and we are creatures of vibrations and frequencies. So we're going to layer this spread with the Caroline Myers archetype deck. Let's see what information more that Spirit will show us. Okay, in the past energy, in the past, please. And here we have it. In the past, we have prostitute. And from the shadow aspects, it talks about putting material considerations and security above self-empowerment. And the light attribute says it accentuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. So there could have been some fears around money or how you receive money, and fears about making choices that would betray your soul, betray your spirit. Feeling like you were in a position of lack or need can often do that to a person. So let's see, in the current energy, what do we have? Engineer. I see you coming up with ideas. In the current energy, I see you devising a new plan. I see you looking at where the lack and limitation was coming from within you, which helps you to address a situation from a different headspace, and it's giving you confidence because you're coming from an empowered place. You're not coming from fear or from lack. You're coming from empowerment and from intention at this point. So you're very solution oriented right now. In the hidden blessing, let's see, what do we have for Ophiuchus in the hidden blessing, please? I love reading all your comments. I know that you really appreciate your readings for your zodiac sign, and I do get your comments. I'm so grateful. In the hidden blessing, we have the detective. And in this energy, it's like you see through the pages on the book, through what was written. You see beyond what was apparent, beyond what was told to you, through to the source of things. You're seeing deeper into a matter. You have the ability to perceive details, truths, and this deeper level of awareness is extremely empowering for you. In the challenge, show me the challenge. Victimization mode is a huge challenge that does tend to stick with people for a very long time, and it's like it's so much easier to blame everything and everyone else for why things are happening. And so there's a challenge of not slipping back into victimization mode, because if it's all happening to you, then there's nothing you can do about it. If everything is everyone else's fault, you've literally disempowered yourself right out of a solution. But in this energy, I see you seeing solutions, being willing to investigate situations to find out, where is my power in this? The situation could feel out of control, but when you feel that, you know how to investigate for where your power lies in the situation, in your environment, who or what is in your environment. I see, because there's a lot of dark butterflies on that card of the vibes speak louder than words. I just feel like there's a lot of dark perspectives there. Yeah. So you have a lover, you have somebody you care for in your environment. This person's energy sometimes is light, but you know, they could shift into that darkness. And when they get worried, you get worried. And there's, what's that old song? When something is wrong with my baby, something's wrong with me. So it's like, if something's wrong with your baby, then something's wrong with you. And you guys start, if one of you gets into that negative headspace, and you start reflecting that back to one another, because you're in a very intimate connection, you're in a very intimate space, and you start to reflect that energy easily back and forth to one another. So the guidance for you is the monk nun. Pay attention to your spirit. Pay attention to your spirit. Everything is happening for a spiritual reason in your physical reality. People have this idea that physical it means it's not spiritual, but in reality, spirit is not always physical, but everything physical started as spiritual. It all has a spiritual source. So tap into the spiritual source. Even if there is fear on the surface, where is the spiritual source, and what is the spirit of the matter? What is the spirit of the person? What does your spirit say in this? So this is need to redirect into spirit. All right, let me see outcome energy here for Ophiuchus, please. And we have God. Tuning to the benevolence within, being able to see things from a divine perspective. Recognizing that there's an eternal force within all of us that is able to, and is actually not just able to, but is a part of what infinite is, what the infinite is. Infinite resources available here. The bottom of the deck is the child orphan. So you or your partner or both of you have dealt with abandonment issues big time. Like abandonment issues have played a major role in how you've gotten to where you're at. Um, Somebody could have grown up literally an orphan. Somebody grew up with a parent out of the home. Somebody grew up with a lot of financial stress and struggle, watching their parents struggle and stress regarding finances. And there's this energy in your reading so far that I'm seeing where you're able to shift and elevate these energies so that it doesn't affect you in the same way anymore. It can actually become the catalyst for more blessing, for more prosperity, for more security, for more confidence, for more connection, for more empowerment. And that's what I see happening in your reading at this time. um and somebody could have had the idea, from growing up in a struggle, that you had to do things you didn't want, things that betrayed your soul in order to make it, quote unquote, make it. But were you ever really making it? And it's like somebody's making a shift here. Like, no, we don't have to do this. I don't have to do that, okay, anymore. I don't have to do the things that hurt my soul. I don't have to do the things that betray what I am. But what I do have to do is address this victimization mode. So let's see from what the frequency in the past energy, please, here. And thank you for Ophiuchus. And it says the universe colors inside the lines of your design. This card recently came to me to create, and what Spirit was showing me is like we decide what we, by our own awareness, by our own perception, we decide what the lines on the coloring page of the universe in our life look like. The universe will fill it in with color. So there's in the past it was a filling in the lines of our coloring page in life with fears of money, fears that you would have to do things you didn't want to do, fears that the only way was to betray your spirit, to betray your soul, and that was the only way you can make it. Yeah, that started to shift. I hear that started to shift. Okay, as you now stepping into the energy of fearlessness, of freedom, using intention and energy to allow your faith and to design solutions. What else do we have in the current energy for Ophiuchus, please? I'm looking for one card for this position. Okay, and it says it challenges the mental health. Yes, absolutely. So as you're designing solutions in this time, you're looking for you're creating new solutions with the engineer card. You know that this is all related to mental health issues, like the mental health issues that are left over from growing up alone, abandoned, or in poverty with a severe poverty consciousness. That's all being challenged at this time. You're rewiring your mind for wealth consciousness. Good on you. Let me see the hidden blessing in this energy for you. What's the hidden blessing here? The hidden blessing, please, and thank you. Ooh, the hidden blessing is human trash. So, wow. This is giving me the energy of the hidden blessing is that you did go through that experience with some human or humans that definitely were holding on to victimization mode, definitely didn't take care of maybe you as a children or your partner as children, but there was this abandonment, there was this lack of care, there was this victim mode, there's this realization, like, I don't have to do that. I don't have to repeat that cycle. And just because you grow up in the garbage doesn't mean you have to stay there. You can get up, clean yourself off, and move on. And so awareness of what the garbage is a hidden blessing, because in that, to choose anything other than that. Some people don't know what that's like. So then they grow up with this life of abundance and prosperity, and they have it all, and then they throw it all away because they don't realize the value of what they have, because they've never not had it. But in the not having, you found what you want. And I'm hearing, thank God that you did that already. You don't have to repeat it. You don't have to have that experience now because you've already been through that. So what's the challenge at the current energy for Ophiuchus? Current challenge, please. One card. Thank you. The honored position. Look at this. So it's interesting because once you come out of being in such lack and limitation. It's like that old energy tries to pull on your consciousness, even though you're not there anymore. And it's almost like when you come out of the abuse and the victimization that you went through, it's almost like your energy got so used to that that it's looking for it to happen again. But you're in an honored position now. You're safe. You have the security. You have safety. You have, period, at this point. And it's like uh, getting used to that can be a bit of a challenge because you're in an honored position right now. In other words, when the drama stops, when the pain stops, when the poverty is over, there's it try that consciousness still tries to keep itself alive within you. So the challenge is to accept the honored position that you're in. Let me see, in your environment, this lover in your environment. What else can you show me about this lover in your environment? And we have the past holds no weight here. So that's the energy, is that this partner of yours, they could be going back and forth from the light to the dark as they are learning to not allow their past to hold them back. Is they're learning not to recreate the same challenges that they dealt with as a child. That can be very difficult, again, because the human mind gets accustomed to what it knows. And when you're bringing in new experiences and you're bringing in new energies, it feels suspect because it's different to your energetic field. Your energetic field hasn't had this safety, hasn't had this security before. And so now you have somebody in your experience who is learning, like, the past doesn't have to hold them back. Just because they were hurt before, just because things happened the way they did before, doesn't mean that's happening here again. This person needing to recognize that they are not even the same person they were when they went through that initially. So the guidance for Ophiuchus in this energy: winning, baby, you're winning. Keep winning. I'm hearing give very strong acknowledgement to where you're winning. And the spirituality that you're applying in this is so valuable. It's so necessary, because this is about you releasing the shadows of the past and understanding this person from a deeper level, including their spirit. Yeah. Outcome energy. What's the outcome energy, please and thank you? And a drag back to the dark side. I'm saying no, we're putting that back. Ain't nobody here getting dragged back to the dark side. What's the outcome energy? One card accurately for the outcome energy. Yeah, we're like, yeah, no, we're going to put that one back. We have the ability to do that here. Our tribe is not choosing to go back to the dark side. Yeah, and here it is. I love it. This is beautiful. The card that's coming out for you, it says receptive mode on. Yeah, this is it. Receptive to be aware of where the shadow is creeping in, trying to drag you back to the dark side. Receptive of how, you are stable, you are secure. The universe is here supporting you. It's not working against you. There's an all day long type of focus going on here. Extremely empowering when you're making major shifts like this, to focus as much of your time and intention towards the intention and attention towards the beneficial shift, towards the winning. Yeah. And this is something that's done spiritually. So even though the physical reality is only shifted so much, I don't know what that so much is for you. Some of you, it's 100% shifted. You're in wealth now. It's about retaining the wealth. Others of you could still be, coming out of the poverty or coming out of the victimization mode. But wherever you're at in it, you're in receptive mode, and God is here. And the universe is working fast when you're having fun. So this is about being receptive to positive energies, to the divine, and how it's working with all things in your life, and how you have the ability to receive everything you need to live the life that you have decided for yourself, to live that prosperous life, because this universe has your back. It wants you to thrive. And anywhere where anything displeasant, unpleasant, displeasing has come up in the past, it was all just to show you. It was all to teach you how to clear up your energetic field, so you're no longer attracting things you don't want, so that now you can attract that new life that it is so beautiful that it causes you to have to get used to it. Yeah, to get used to these energies of being abundant, of being prosperous, of being stable, of nobody's going to hurt you. You're safe. Okay. That takes time to get used to. So now let's go into the Eye of Love Tarot. In the past, you have the Nine of Pentacles. Wow. Yes. Um, you on your own started building your wealth consciousness. You started increasing your value energetically and seeing your value spiritually and physically. And as you did it, the universe started reflecting that back to you in the current energy. Now, what do we have for you? And I see you were possibly single in the past. Maybe now you're not, because you have this lover presenting, right? So let me see in the current energy. You have the yeah, this is two cards. I'm looking for one. I'm not even going there. Give me one card that accurately reflects the current energy for Ophiuchus, please. And thank you. Thank you. Perfect. The Emperor. Look at you. Yes. Okay. I love this. So you have created increase to where you now have some wealth consciousness going. You stabilized it with the Emperor energy. You are able to provide. You are able to provide in the physical realm, and you're able to provide in the spiritual realm. You're a protected energy. So this is about you protecting your wealth at this time. So if you came up in poverty consciousness and you shifted your energy and you made all this money and now you've got financial stability. Right now, the big thing in your energy is showing me that you want to protect that. You don't want to lose it again. You don't ever want to go back. Keep on telling the new story instead of the old stories. Leave the old stories out. Tell more of the new stories, the stories of your victories, of your successes. What's the hidden blessing here for Ophiuchus, please? One card, one perfect, accurate card in the hidden blessing for Ophiuchus, please, and thank you. And we have the Temperance card. So in the hidden blessing is in trash. You became an earth angel, which you always were, but you've revealed that to yourself. You know you're connected to everything and everyone. I see I see you, Ophiuchus, and you've got so much wealth that you actually go out and you look for other good people that are just like you were, that were just struggling, that just needed a hand up. You know that that's not everybody. You know, a lot of people will play manipulations. I see a secret undercover wealthy person who is a philanthropist, who's seeking out who to benefit with the blessing of their abundance. I see that in you. I also see that as an earth angel, like when you see situations, you don't wait for anybody to ask you for help. If you know that you have the assistance, if you know that you have the excess to assist somebody whose heart condition shows you it's worthy, you do that on your own. Yeah. I also see that you have patience to become this way. And you can understand how people become ones that make choices that could identify them as human trash I'm hearing desperation, out of desperation and hopelessness. So there's something about you having patience for these people because you've been these people. And when you've been somewhere, you have patience for people in ways that others don't. You have understanding in ways that others don't. So let me see what's the challenge. The Eight of Wands. The honored position is the challenge for you. Again, I'm getting a philanthropic energy where it's like you want to do things for people all the time. For you, the challenge is to know when to do it and who to do it for. Because some people, they like to be stuck in victimization mode, and no matter how much you give or how much you do or how much you assist, they're going to go right back to there because it's not in their vibration. So for you, it's very much about allowing the universe to show you who has the vibration, the readiness of spirit to receive the blessing and to make major changes and improve their lifestyle with it. Okay, in your environment, who or what is in your environment? There's somebody here who's a lover who doesn't let the past hold them back, who, although their vibes can shift from light to dark, they're very much more releasing their past. Yeah. Four of Cups. This is somebody who is focused on their joy, and they're not looking for a person to step in and rescue them. This is somebody who's very focused on creating with the universe. This is somebody who connects to nature. This is somebody who is not looking for a handout. And this person knows what to do with the blessing. I heard they know what to do with the blessing. Let me see in the guidance for you. In the guidance, please and thank you. They said, focus on your winning. Stay, continue to allow your spirit to guide you. Yeah, your spiritual connection. And you have the 8 of Swords. And this is again reiterating, focus on winning. Stay focused on winning. This is the overall guidance for you. You're winning. You're winning the battle with yourself, I heard, because that was yourself has been the biggest battlefield, the biggest thing to conquer. Outcome energy is the Page of Pentacles. This is you finding exactly who and what you want to give to. As you have raised your vibration, as you've raised your wealth, as you stepped into this power. Yeah. The bottom of the deck is the 2 of Cups. I see that you have a lover in your environment. Okay. And this person could know that you are always looking for who to benefit with your wealth, who to bless with the opportunity. But this person really thrives in doing it on their own. This person is in receptive mode. I heard the best support you can be is hold your position and honor their feeling. If they want to do it on their own, then don't try to give it to them. Allow them that. I'm hearing dignity. They want to do it on their own. At some point, they could realize that attracting you into their experience was part of their own doing and change their mind. But at this time, allow them to grow, allow them to experience. They're learning about their past. I see that you have some help to offer, but they don't necessarily want it. It's not in a bad way. It's because they want to be the one responsible for their improvement. They want to be the one who has improved and raised their vibration, raised their frequency, and raised their receptivity. You will see this happen for them. You will see this happen for them. This is a beautiful thing. Let's see what else we have in the past for Ophiuchus, please. In the past, we have the cauldron. This was, life. Life gave you a whole mixing pot of a bunch of experiences. Out of that, you made soup, baby. Yeah, you made soup out of what you had. It's like, they say life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Yeah, you kind of did that. Yeah, in current energy. And you did it through alchemy. You use the power of your mind to help increase your wealth. You use the power of your mind to help get you out of victimization mode and bring security in for yourself. And the current energy, this society, yes. And here is confirming for me where I said, like, you're a philanthropist. You want to do good for people in your world. Like, you're like, I made it out of this and I got all this popping now. So, I want to use it to be a benefit. I just don't want to keep it all to myself. There's plenty here to spare and to share is the energy. In the hidden blessing, what do we have in the hidden blessing? Ophiuchus, one card in the hidden blessing, please. And it's the observer. You learn how to give time to people because you needed a lot of time to get here. So you understand. And you have a position. It's like you have this perfect position where you're able to observe people wherever you work or whatever your business is, however you spend your days. Somebody, I just see you high on your perch because somebody has a condo that's high up, and from there you can see what's going on down on the street level. That could be literal, but I could also be very symbolic. It's both. I heard it's both. So from your high perch, you're able to see what's going on down there and understand it and investigate it just from where you sit. Okay, this is good because you're very careful about where you're giving your energy. The challenge in the current energy, and it says the point. You can go in and you can fix somebody's life, but the point of it all is like whatever point their frequency is at, whatever point their vibration is, whatever point their deservability is, they're going to always end up back in that point. You know that you've done this experiment many times. So you're looking for somebody who has the frequency and the vibration, who's in attractive mode, who's in receptive mode. You're finding them. Okay. In the environment, there's somebody here who says, no, I want to do it by myself, but they're a lover. This person is a lover. They have love vibes. They have beautiful love vibes. And sometimes they get sad, and that's okay. The benefactor, yeah, you want to benefit this person. And I see you in this one going roundabout ways. I don't see you doing the direct approach because you see that this person is somebody who isn't going to ask for help. But it's like if they have a job or a business, you would go in and support that, not telling them that you've been watching them for quite some time, but you would come in as a generous benefactor, right? This is where instead of walking straight up to somebody and saying, here's some money, you would, leave it next to them when they don't even know you're there. Here, this is for you, with a note, an anonymous note inside type of a thing. So a secret benefactor energy here. All right. In the guidance. Yeah. in the guidance. So there's somebody who's deservable, somebody who's receptive, somebody who's not looking for a handout. Okay. The surgeon, very skilled, very skilled. Okay. The surgeon is very skilled, very intelligent, very wise, has studied a long time, and is like a rarity. Everybody is not a freaking surgeon. Very few in the human society are surgeons. What kind of surgeon are you? You're a surgeon on winning. You're a surgeon on raising vibration. You're a surgeon on transmuting poverty into wealth. You're a surgeon on transmuting lack and limitation into abundance and prosperity. Keep doing that. Stay focused on it. Let me see in the outcome energy here. Somebody here, you're literally an eye surgeon. You work in that now. You never imagined you would get to this point in your life, but you're here. The Wanderer as an outcome. Energy shifts, energy changes. You know that the receptive mode is on, and that this person, whoever you're deciding to invest in, is making huge strides and huge changes, and it's so pleasing and so satisfying. What you've done benevolently, and as the universe sees your investments, and it reflects it all back to you. The bottom of the deck is the victor. So you are overcome poverty and lack and limitation and victimization, and you are in your power. And this is what I have for you at this time. I'm so thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence. Until next time, sending you so much love and peace and happiness. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Later, baby. That's all, folks. And I'm out.